You're used to seeing mostly people-shaped objects with the Dateviators, but clearly the sink-headed figure before you is, well, not like the others. All the time in the world wouldn't be enough to comprehend whatever is going on with this guy. You can see that he's got a sink for a head and the clothing and posture of a beleaguered stand-up comic, but your inspection is cut short by his disturbing screams.
Help! Help me! Hello? Can you hear me? Listen closely. There isn't much time. Nothing is as it seems. I'm not who I appear to be. No! Stop that pop-up screen! My name is not Sinclaire, it's Martin! Martin Applegate. And I'm not a sink. I'm an insurance claims adjuster from Turkleman City, Florida. Of course it's a real place. Do I look like the kind of guy who would lie to you? No! That's just what she wants you to think. Allow me to explain. Whoosh!
A strange creature that looks and sounds like a soapy little dog jumps up at your legs, yapping and barking.
Down, Sudsy, down! Keep your bubbles to yourself, you little devil! Woof, woof. Tray, Sudsy? Woof. Go to your tray. Sorry about that. Before I begin telling you my tale of woe and Temple's Shirley, let me let Sudsy out, okay? When he gets like this, I just get really flustered. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, bye! Sink you next time! You're back! It all happened one rainy night, on the north side of Turkleman City. The tough side. I'd stayed late at the office because I had extra work to do before the holidays. Well, when I left, I was feeling a bit low, so I went out to a local bar. It's called the Banana Club. They make a mean Shirley Temple, heavy pour. I should have known better. But after I'd had about 7 of them, I went out for a stroll. I don't know where I was going. Just trekking the streets with my dog. Suddenly, I came upon a fine dining establishment called the Questionable Dandelion. They've got an incredible buffet. Lots of strange ingredients from all around the world. They're always trying new things. Like Diplodocus berries. And Jimson weed cupcakes. They also sell Excedrin by the pint, the headache medicine. Oh yes, very. But good for headaches. No! Not at all! It was Thursday. I was walking around, or sort of drifting, or rather, floating, or... I guess you could say I was making my way about town. Aimlessly, you see? And what? Ah, yes, so you want me to continue. This was your meaning. Why, that's precisely what I'm telling you. Please don't. I can assure you, it isn't as much fun as it looks. And with 2 of us in the room, it might just start to get a little confusing. Please try to stay on track. Well, I came across an alley I had never noticed before. It was dark and had a rather threatening look about it. So naturally, I went down it. Would I know? I I wandered down the alley and came to a door, lit by a red light. I opened it and found a long hall, at the end of which was a sort of booth. And in this booth was a fortune teller. She was wearing a fantastic red shirt, not unlike the one you're sporting. Although it could have easily been more of a chartreuse. I can't tell, I'm tone deaf. Yes, her name was Vagabonda the Sinclairius. She was wearing a fantastic red shirt, not unlike the one you're sporting. I'm sorry I keep harping on the shirt, but it was absolutely fantastic. She spread out a deck of strange cards and asked me to select one. They were business cards. I chose at random, and the card I picked turned out to be the Ace of Spades. The Ace of Spades is a bespoke shovel manufacturer based in Crumple, Michigan. The owner's name is Ace. He does great work. Vagabonda snatched the card back from me and said, "Not that one!" Turns out she had her rewards program on the back. 12 stamps and you get a free spade. We agree! Besides, she only had 2 stamps. So I snatched it back from her again, and we had a bit of a row, and I'm sorry. God damn, that is a nice shirt. Anyway, I guess that wasn't a very good start to our fortune-telling session. I think that's why she cursed me. Because right afterward, she said, "Martin, that wasn't a very good start to our fortune-telling session. I'm going to curse you because of it." And then she cursed me. She waved what looked like a magic wand. Although, to be honest, it could have easily been a bagel of some sort. And then said, "Martin, I doom you now to become a detestable object. I transform you thusly, so that you may go home and think about what you've done." That is correct. And then I became a sink. Now you find me as I am, trapped in this porcelain prison. All I want to do is return to my old life, to stroll the streets of Turkleman City once more, without a care in the world. Oh, how I long for it. Please, won't you help me? Sudsy and I would be oh so grateful if you could get to the bottom of what's going on here and return us to our proper forms. Will you? Oh, joy! If you want to help to get to the bottom of all this, I might suggest you seek out someone who is in the business of solving unsolvable mysteries. Or just go see if Vagabonda the Sinclairius is willing to undo her curse for a free shovel.
He stands there silent and unmoving until you finally leave. Sinclaire does a funny little dance when he sees you, leaping up in the air and clicking his heels together.
You've returned! And no better time. I've been hearing some strange rumors lately. It would seem that some people are saying I'm not a man at all. They say I'm a sink who's lost his mind. Can you believe it? Sounds like the of agreeance.
Sinclaire turns his red and blue gaze to Maggie, his expression completely blank.
And who's this you've got with you?
You don't remember me?
Remember you? Why, no, madam. We've never met before. I'm sure I'd remember such a stunning beauty.
He waggles his handles the way a human might waggle their eyebrows.
Huh. Interesting.
Maggie bends to allow Sudsy to sniff her hand, patting his head briefly.
Hi there, Sudsy. That's a good boy. Now run along to your tray, won't you, dear?
Yet my dog seems to know you. How curious. So that's the name of this shapely glass.
Let's dive right in. Our mutual friend here filled me in on your last conversation, and...
How rude. Yes, and that's very kind of you. I meant it was rude of me to interrupt just now.
As as I was saying, I know the contents of your last conversation.
It seems to me there are a few different avenues for further investigation. There is my very curious choice of occupation, my journey downtown after work, my incongruous lack of memory with regard to other entities in the house, and my encounter with the mysterious Vagabonda the Sinclairius.
Why, yes, that's exactly right.
I never cease to amaze myself.
Let's go through these again and see if we can't collect some evidence, shall we? Where should we begin our investigation?
I work for Generally National Auto Insurance. I'm a claims adjuster. Mostly, I just adjust claims. On some special occasions, they adjust me. Sure, adjusting claims is a lot like adjusting the human body, like chiropractors do. You kind of take one bit and then sort of twist it until something snaps. Then the person says, "Wow, thank you, I feel so much better." After that, you submit the claim for approval. And your boss says, "You did a great job, Martin. I'm proud of you." Me too! What else can I tell you about my job? My boss is named Boss. Jim Boss. Jim Bossman. His name is Jim Bossman. What else can I tell you about my job? Of course. But first, what do offices look like? Not exactly, no. What else can I tell you about my job?
Before we do, let's discuss what we learned. What do you make of it? I thought the same thing, yet there is no apparent ill intention behind it. Perhaps his benign fabrication is a clue in and of itself. What do you think it points to? I'm thinking the same. Let's get back to our interview. What else should we ask him about?
Let us dive into that unfortunate eve. Of course, I left work late and made my way to a local watering hole, the Banana Club. I had a Shirley Temple. And then I had 6 more of them. Surely not, or should I say, surely not. My mistake. I probably just didn't finish. If I had, I would have said they were potentially the best drinks I'd ever had.
It's like interviewing a can of silly string. He's all over the place.
Then I went to the questionable dandelion. With gusto! I had one of their new specials. Jimson Weed cupcakes with a side of Diplodocus berries. Delicious. I didn't have a headache, so naturally I avoided that item. I roamed about a bit. Then I saw a mysterious, threatening dark alley which I wandered into. Quite sanely, I might add. That's when I met Vagabonda.
Okay, let's go over this. You got me, I can't find anything about it online. Okay, let's go over this. Well, that is actually a real place. It's usually called the QD. It's the first thing he said that seems like it could be true. But what about those ingredients? Guess there's no real clue here then. Okay, let's go over this. What is it? Indeed, I thought the same. What else should we ask him about?
Vagabonda! What a mysterious character. It was a loyalty card for a free shovel from Ace of Spades. It's a bespoke shovel manufacturer. Why, yes! Here it is. Have I? How odd. Completely unlike me to do such a thing. What else would you like to know? I assume it was because I took her punch card. What else would you like to know? You don't! I don't! Do we really know anything? What else would you like to know?
Give us a moment, would you, Martin? Anything stand out to you? Yes, very peculiar. What else should we ask him about? Sinclaire, would you give us a moment? I think witnesses are in order. We can talk to Dorian, Arma, or Sudsy? Arma's our resident fire alarm, should be a good witness. Who should we talk to first?
Hello, loves. What can I do for you?
We'd like to ask you about Sinclaire.
I'm open for questioning. No. Far as I recall, Sinclaire used to be, well, charming. He was always thoughtful and took great care to have perfect hygiene. Bit of a mess now, isn't he? I'm open for questioning. No. It keeps calling me names like Walbert and Jonald. Really rather annoying. I'm open for questioning. You mean aside from everything? I guess he does seem to be getting backed up a bit more often than usual. I'm open for questioning.
Who should we talk to next?
Hey folks, what can I do for you? How can I help? Well, I'm not a doctor, but I can speak to it from an emergency responder's point of view. Here's what I notice. There's definitely an altered state of consciousness. His erratic behavior points toward a head injury, or intoxication due to foreign substances. Or I guess, magic? Who's to say? How can I help? Not in the slightest. And he's created a bizarre memory of another life. Sorry, folks. That's all I've got time for.
Who should we talk to next? Let's move on. I couldn't agree more. What do you think it taught us? Yes, that. Who should we talk to next? What else should we ask him about? Sinclaire, could you give us another moment alone?
Of course. Here, take it.
All right. Thank you. I've been thinking. Whatever is going on, clearly Sinclaire/Martin's mind is... Exactly. I'm a little concerned that given his fragile state, he's vulnerable. I'm afraid that if we make the wrong analysis of the situation, he might lose it completely. Okay, well, if you say so, let's do this. I've never been so nervous. I can't make heads or tails of this. I've never trusted anyone with a case before, but I'm gonna trust you to make this call.
So what's what? Have you gotten to the bottom of things?
We have gotten as far as we can.
Well, what's your verdict? Am I man? Or am I sink? Or am I walnut brittle?
Sinclaire lets out a triumphant laugh.
Vindication! Sweet vindication! All those naysayers have now been naysayed! Take that, Maggie! I could smell the doubt on you.
I'm sorry, but I can't go along with this. I don't think this is where the evidence pointed us.
Finally, someone hears me.
Be that as it may, I can't consider this a closed case. I'll be in my office.
Thank you for believing in my utterly outrageous tale. I feel like I've been seen for who I am. And yet, I find I am no closer to undoing my curse. Does this mean I must remain a sink forever? You never doubted me, and I have to confess that I have feelings for you. I would be amenable to trying out life as your lover. I happen to have a smoking hot wife back home. Like, smoking. I mean, seriously, you would really be surprised at how hot she is. But I digress. I'd be happy to add you to the list, dear one. And that froth on Sudsy? That means he approves. My dearest, I love thee almost as much as the streets of my home. Didst thou come to make love, or to have a claim adjusted, or to ogle at my hideous form? Sinky? How spicy. Let's get down to business. Oh no, not lovemaking. Business! Let me adjust whatever claims you've brought me. My dearest, I love thee almost as much as the streets of my home. Didst thou come to make love, or to have a claim adjusted, or to ogle at my hideous form? Hopefully not for long. Realize me? Why, I never thought I would have that luxury. Have you washed away all that stands in the way of this? Lave my hands and call me Martin. Well, please don't. I've been confused enough already.
First to be realized is the strangest sink of all. Okay, Mr. Sink, I can't wait to see what happens.
The spectral energy flows through your Dateviators, and what was once merely a sink becomes...
I have to say, it is astonishing how much being a human feels exactly like being a sink. No wonder I was mistaken for so long. This, what do you call it? Adam's apple? It feels exactly like a strainer flange. Now, you must have more experience with this. Which one is my hot water hand? They both appear to be the same temperature. Oh, I'll let you.
It begins with a steady drip of caresses as Sinclaire begins to use his body for the first time. The energy between you flows naturally and freely. As the pressure mounts, the two of you find yourselves awash in pleasure. Sinclaire becomes highly excited, and with an abundant liquid rush, the experience is over, leaving you soaked and eager for more. Sinclaire slinks out of your house and directly into the public eye. While accidentally appearing on stage during a political debate, he trounces his baffled opponents. He offers surprisingly fresh perspectives on international trade policy and criminal justice reform.
More broccoli! Less florets!
Coining the catchphrase, don't let it all go down the drain, he breezes through the primaries and wins the presidential election with an overwhelming 80% of the popular vote. On Inauguration Day, Sinclaire forgets to show up for the entirety of his first term in office and promptly wins a second.
We did it!
Sinclaire, the proverbial philosopher king, led humanity into a new era of prosperity. When you ask him his secret during your candlelit nights together, he quietly responds, turtles. Turtles all the way down.